Well guys, welcome back to another video, and as the title suggests, I'm going to be going to my local camera store. Got the call that tell me that this guy's new brother is available for me to come pick up. So as you guys know from my previous videos, I would have loved to have gotten an LE edition, but they really haven't put anything on the site. Didn't want to miss out on my place on the pre-orders for the regular edition. So I went ahead and pre-ordered that, and lucky enough, I am one of the very first ones at the camera store I went to, Cameramall, to get in the first batch. So let's go get that camera and let's do my style of open boxing, which means quick opening of the box and showing you guys the stuff that comes in it, and then getting out and doing a test run with it and seeing how I feel about the camera initially. Let's go. I'm in the Cameramall right now picking up the X100V6, I should say, because I keep messing that up. And here it is right here. See that, guys? And then, so since I've done some work with Cameramall, they allow me to go ahead and film this, and I'm working with their wonderful, can I get you in this, Gwen? I'm working with Gwen here, who's their talented social media person. And so I'm always doing stuff with her. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with her as I'm blowing myself out and then darkening myself. There's the light. There we go. But as you guys can see, a quick turnaround with Cameramall. Favorite store ever. I'm glad to talk about the store on my channel, and I'm glad some of you guys have actually reached out to the store for some items as well. Keep doing that. So let's get back to me getting home eventually with this thing, doing an open box. Unless maybe I can actually do an open box in store. Let's see what Gwen says.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so we can do an open box in store. So we're gonna turn this around. Oh, actually, where would I be able to do this?
We're gonna go over
Oh,
there.
she has a spot for me.
I have it set up.
So we're gonna go over here. You guys are getting more than you anticipated here. More than I anticipated. So we're gonna go on over here to the spot she has set up. So as we open up the box, guys, and I'll show you guys right here. There we go. There's the box. There we go. There's the box. It comes with the normal stuff you see in Fuji now, which is the nice card, so that you can have information to go to about the camera. Then it looks like we have Bring Your Photography to Life, which looks like we have a Capture One, which Fuji has a nice setup with Capture One for editing your images and getting them the way you want based on the RAW and JPEG. Honestly, the JPEGs coming out of the cameras are great, and when you have something like the X-T5, the XH2, and now the X100VI, which is, there we go. You have a 40 megapixel sensor that you can punch in, get a lot of detail, and do some wonderful editing on the JPEGs, which is awesome. Now I can tell you guys right now, that pretty much is the gist of it. Yes, I have a little compartment here. As you guys can see, this compartment has the normal stuff you would expect. We're gonna open it up just because we're in store, and my open boxes are always special. In this box, we have the normal strap. Again, this is not the limited edition. You guys know I wanna go after that, but can't miss an opportunity to get the regular one, especially since the limited edition is limited edition. You have a USB-C to USB-A cord, and that's for charging the camera. And then you have your clip set up for putting on your clips. And then of course you get the battery, the 126 that everybody loves so much. They say that the X100V or 6 is a little heavier, and honestly, for me, the weight difference is so insignificant, they feel about the same. And there's both of them right there. Again, the biggest difference between these two cameras, if you just looked at them, is that the X100V has a little red dot on the little button I have programmed to go between the OVF and EVF. And on the 6, it's color keyed to match the body. As far as the flip screen, you guys wanted to see it, and if you didn't, I'm gonna show it to you, is that difference real time between how the body, or I should say LCD, is between the two. So that is different, as you guys can see, that 15-degree difference there 15-degree difference there, and hopefully you can see that. Got a little brightness behind me. But other than that, this camera literally feels the same as the V, which will make a lot of people who are waiting for the V happy if you went ahead and ordered the 6. So there's a quick unboxing. Really, as far as the feel goes, it feels exactly the same. I can feel that IBIS shaking in there, which is fantastic. Again, I don't have a memory card, guys. We'll take that off so you can see the lens. I don't have a memory card to be able to take pictures just yet because I wanted to save that for later. But other than that, I'm excited. I'm happy. You guys knew I was going to pre-order. Let's go ahead and get out there and get some images and give you another initial review once I get some images in and take a look at those with you guys, all right? Thank you, Cameramall. Thank you, Gwen. This is awesome. Yeah, we'll look forward to some more collabs with Cameramall. They have pre-orders going right now. They are looking for folks that want to satisfy that X100VI craving, and call them up, hit their website, put that order in for those pre-orders. They take care of you. I've been coming to Cameramall for years, about 5 or 6 years, and they've taken care of me to the point we have this wonderful relationship. Great, small camera store that loves their customers. All right. So one of the things hopefully you guys can see on my settings here, I went ahead and only programmed in one of my simulations, which is my black and white simulation I've been working on for the past couple of months. So we're going to shoot in that, and we're also going to shoot in the standard, you know, how the camera came out of the box for the custom setting 1. So as you can see, I have custom settings 7 is my black and white kind of noir, crunchy shadows, blacks and so forth, and we'll go ahead and see how that works for me while I'm out here doing this initial testing of the camera. Give our initial thoughts up to this point when it comes to the X100VI and me out here shooting as if I was shooting with the X100V. You guys probably recognize the background from my first video starting about whether I would get this camera or not. Obviously, I said I would, and I said I would in a previous video I posted. And what I can say right now is that the IBIS definitely helps. The new processor is amazing. The image qualities, you guys let me know as I've been scrolling through images while I've been walking around, while I've been getting video and showing how that works. One of the things that I was hoping they'd do when it came to the X100V with the new processor is that I'd be able to program a button to be a record on, and sure enough it was in there. So I now have that button right there programmed to be my record button. So if I want to go instantly into record, I can. But as you guys see from some of the videos I posted without editing, that I have to figure out how to work the settings because the images were coming across a little dark. I have to see how the ISO works and so forth. And as you guys can see, I wasn't unable to change any adjustments before or after I hit the record button. So that's something hopefully that Fuji can bring in a firmware update. Now I will admit I have not done the firmware update on this. I realize there is one. I don't know if that would fix that part or not. But if you're gonna put the features that they've put in this camera for video in there, it would be nice to make some adjustments while recording and not have to start all over. I also would like to see, again, and I have to do some research, how I can figure out how to get a basic setup with auto ISO working, because it didn't seem to work like I expected, and not get the dark photos. But other than that, as you guys see, I don't have a grip. I just basic setup here with the Peak Design strap on here, and you know, they did change the positioning of the hot shoot, or I should say the tripod mount, and thanks to a previous video, one of the commenters brought that to my attention. So I was right, you're gonna have to get new accessories, period, for this because of that change, so cases and so forth. But with that, so far I'm liking everything I see on here. I'm actually impressed with all the stuff I've done, and let me take a quick look at it. The battery is actually doing pretty dang good, so maybe that new processor and is working the way it needs to, with the battery being more power efficient. But yeah, as I look at this, I'm down 1 tick on the battery since I've been walking around with all the video I've shot and all the images I've shot. And yeah, the biggest surprise though is it definitely is a different feel from the X100V, and I'll talk to that when we wrap this up. I want to get some more images and get some more video, so let's get back to it. All right, guys, well, it's been a wonderful weekend. Me out shooting with the X100VI, and you know, as I wrapped up the video here, I did want to say, you know, I know a lot of folks are concerned about this one being made in China and this one being made in Japan and quality, and I can tell you from my experience there is a difference, but it's not bad. And what I mean by that is there's a difference in the tactile feel of the buttons. Like this one, this is the 1.6 and this is the 1V or 5, so you can hear that difference. And I will say the 100V is a little stiffer. You can definitely feel a difference in the tactile feel of the button pushes and so forth between the cameras. A little more firm on the 100V. I don't know if you want to equate that to quality or not, but it definitely is a little bit more firm than it is on the 106 version. But I say this, and I say this seriously, I didn't seem to care. It didn't make a difference for me. I still went out and shot with this camera and had a blast. So my initials on this is that right now, yeah, I'm liking everything they did do with the camera. I'm surprised about the battery life. By the time I was all done with shooting over the weekend, and as I look at this right now, it's at half battery, which I'm impressed with. I took a number of snippets of video, which obviously you didn't see everything. I took a number of images. Some were good. I put the ones on here that I think you guys would like. And it managed to handle all of that shooting at 4K 30. So really impressed. I did figure out the little thing with the darkening of the images. I went back in and did some more setting changes on the video side, and that seemed to fix my issue after the fact. So yeah, I think for me right now, the biggest thing would be is to continue to shoot with this camera and then give you guys more of my views on the X100VI, how it compares to 100V. But as it stands right now, kudos to Fuji for the things that they definitely added, which is the IBIS, which is a new sensor. That 40 megapixels is blast. We already knew that from the XH2 and the XT5. And, you know, for the processor, those things alone make it a worthy upgrade for folks. Thank you guys. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think about how this initial went. Support your local stores. Cameramall has been great for me, and we all, if you have the opportunity to have a local camera store like that around you, definitely support them. It makes for a great relationship with them, with gear and how they care for their customers. I'll see you guys on the next video. Enjoy the month of March. That sounded silly. Anyway, later.